Hey guys, good morning. Happy wonderful Wednesday. I hope that you're excited because it looks like we're going to have some beautiful weather outside today. So make sure to go outside and play in your backyard, do something fun. Today we are going to finish, we're not going to finish reading our book, but we're going to continue reading our book. Make Way for Ducklings. Now, something really interesting that I want to talk about before we start reading is an inference. An inference is when you make a smart guess based on what I know and what I see. So, today when I'm done reading, I want you to make an inference about something that you see in this book. I'm going to show you exactly what question you're going to answer using your inference. Our question is, why did Miss Mallard teach her ducks to swim in a line behind her? Now, when we read today, or when I read today, you're going to see in this book that Miss Mallard teaches her new ducklings at some point to swim behind her. But the book doesn't say why. So we can make an inference. That means that we can make a smart guess based on what we know about ducks and based on what we see in the book. So, I'm going to start reading, and I want you to keep an eye out for when Miss Mallard starts teaching her ducklings to swim, and in the back of your mind, think in your brain, why is she teaching them that? Okay, I'm going to get started. So they chose a cozy spot among the bushes near the water and settled down to build their nest, and only just in time, for now they were beginning to molt. All their old wing feathers started to drop out, and they would not be able to fly again until the new ones grew in. I'm going to make an inference right now. I don't know what molt means, but I have a feeling it means when wing feathers drop out and they're not able to fly until new ones grow in. And I'm making that inference based on the text and based on what I see. But of course they could swim, and one day they swam over to the park on the riverbank, and there they met a policeman named Michael. Michael fed them peanuts, and after that the Mallards called on Michael every day. After Miss Mallard had laid 8 eggs in the nest, she couldn't go to visit Michael anymore because she had to sit on the eggs to keep them warm. She moved off the nest only to get a drink of water, or to have her lunch, or to count the eggs and make sure they were all there. Watch me. I'm going to make an inference right now. An inference is when we make a smart guess based on what we know or based on what I know and what I see. So, the book does not say why Miss Mallard is sitting on her eggs to keep them warm, but I'm going to it does not say why she needs to keep them warm, but I'm going to make an inference that she's probably keeping them warm so that they survive, so that they don't get cold. And I think that because what I already know is that a lot of birds sit on eggs to keep them warm so that the baby inside the egg doesn't die. So that's me using my schema. And that's me making a smart guess based on what I know, an inference. One day the ducklings hatched out. First came Jack, then Cack, and then Lack, then Mack and Knack and Whack and Pack and Quack. Mr. and Miss Mallard were bursting with pride. It was a great responsibility taking care of so many ducklings, and it kept them very busy. One day Mr. Mallard decided he'd like to take a trip to see what the rest of the river was like further on. So off he set. I'll meet you in a week in the public garden, he quacked over his shoulder. Take good care of the ducklings. Don't you worry, said Miss Mallard. I know all about bringing up children. And she did. She taught them how to swim and dive. She taught them to walk in a line, to come when they were called, and to keep a safe distance from bikes and scooters and other things with wheels. When at last she felt perfectly satisfied with them, she said one morning, "Come along, children, follow me." Before you could wink an eyelash, Jack, Cack, Lack, Mack, Knack, Whack, Pack, and Quack fell into line, just as they had been taught. Miss Mallard led the way into the water, and they swam behind her to the opposite bank. You can get one more page in. There they waded ashore and waddled along till they came to the highway. I'm going to stop there. So I really appreciate you guys watching my video today. And what I would like to see you do now is answer the following question. Excuse me. And post a picture to ClassDojo, either in the comments section or in the messages section, so that I can see the awesome hard work you're doing. So, why did Miss Mallard teach her ducks to swim in a line behind her? Again, the answer is not in the book, but I want you to make an inference, and you can do that by going back in the video and using the text evidence to answer the question, and thinking in your brain, why would a duck teach her babies to do that? What do I already know about ducks, or what would make the most sense? Okay? I'm going to let you guys get started. I can't wait to see your answers. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.